Okay. Hi guys, what's up? I've got preparation visual cultural assignments. So this is first page. What I will be covering is the reading list for the research references, the essay notes. I think I'll just go down here because I can't really see. Action plan. And now we're going on to the reading list, which I actually used for my assignment. Basically, went to the library, got a bunch of books, and I got like a big pile of books to start with, and then I like cut them down from the actual information that I actually got. So you'll see I got the Oxford Guides to Film Studios, the new media book edited by Dan Harris, and research online about what CGI development is and how the free films revolutionised today's media. So for my research, I visited 5 different websites. So I was going online and I was just going through what CGI is and doing all that research. But I couldn't find all the content that was required for this. I mean, I find bits and bobs from websites, which obviously wouldn't be able to give full information. However, much of what I required was there, and I managed to utilise that well and put that into my assignment. Okay. Essay notes. I kind of like broke it down in terms of the actual assignment. I feel really bad. I've got the introduction paragraph, and in terms of like talk about special effects, you've got visual effects. You've got the thing is you've got to be keeping in mind when you're like looking at all of these effects. You've got to be talking about verisimilitudes. What verisimilitude is basically what when you're looking at the screen, does it look real to you or not? Are you like really into the film? Do you feel like you're a part of it? And how has the films revolutionised the media of today? Well, that's like one of the things you've got to keep in mind when you talk about free films. And you've got to be, of course, come up with a conclusion for the whole assignment. So my action plan was researching the following, which was the free films that you're going to be focusing on in terms of the whole CGI development. You're going to be talk about special effects and the historical emergence of today's digital media. Okay, so when you talk about this, you're going to be thinking like what, how, when, how has this developed, why. Talk about all the free films, the special effects have been applied to it. So it's just got to be thinking like a little bit outside of the box, you know. Okay. So the reflective good and bad, when you're thinking reflectively on your assignment, like after you've like gotten all the research, you'll be thinking like, okay, what have I learned from all of this research in terms of reflective, good and bad, with all of the films that you've researched, like what have you learned from it? You've taken what you've learned, putting it in your own like reflective view, and you're trying to put it in that kind of understanding towards whoever, how you're going to be presenting it in your essay. Okay, I've got a few pictures here, just kind of like how you should be thinking towards your assignment. So experiences, active experimentation, reflective observation, abstract and stuff. So it's like revisiting the stuff and then you're putting it into you, so your reflective view on it. Okay. Improving my planning ahead, so that's something I'm going to go into. I've got a few things here. Let's have a look here. From 3 films that I started, the first one would probably be Star Wars, but when I really wanted to show a clip, so I'm not really quite sure if this will allow me to go straight on the internet. No.
Okay. Just click through that, should be fine.
Yeah? Just cancel, just go straight onto it, yeah? Cool. So this will go straight into like special effects that they use in Star Wars. For my first film, of course, is Star Wars, and it's talking about CGI and stuff. Go away. Oh no, this is not working. I hope it will be. Turn JavaScript on. Yeah, it's not working.
Safari. Go to Safari. Down to top. Yeah, left. Up. Safari.
Yeah.
Preferences.
Yeah.
Go into security.
Yeah.
Enable JavaScript.
go. Is that actually going to play some sound there? No. What's it? I thought this had been all set up. So I just got it. Test. Okay. Oh. Sorry about this.
Departments, each of whom had one specific task. You have to understand, sometimes you'll have an artist working on a shot, a 3-second shot, for literally months at a time.
So when it's talking about this, you know, like, they're talking about special
Everyone
effects.
who's associated
How long
with
it
the shot
takes?
has the visual reference points. That's an incredibly important job because a huge amount of our shooting is done against completely featureless blue and green screen.
Whenever you want to do any kind of a 3D visual effect, be it CG 3D element that you want to add or a miniature element of a motion control camera on stage, you need to accurately recreate the perspective and the camera angle of the shot as it was photographed originally. In blues.
Okay, so that's like showing a really short description of what the actual visual perspective you'd be getting in Star Wars. It's not working on the PowerPoint now. There we go. We got Terminator as well. I'll just show a really, really short clip of that. And if it actually wants to work. Hallelujah, maybe. Yeah, there we go. So the second film was Terminator. I wanted to show you like how they developed from the CGI effect in Star Wars into something absolutely incredible in Terminator 2, which was the liquid metal. And you can see here like transforming, going into completely something different, which you can see like how they interpreted like from the first film, like that I chose, Star Wars, into CGI development into there. And you've also got, there we go, Avatar. And from these two films, they went from Star Wars, CGI, and they kind of like revolutionized into Terminator.
All captured cameras that captured perfect
They
renditions
went
of the
straight to
actor's
Avatar.
eyes.
And you see like they made a completely whole CGI world. And that was basically like from Star Wars to Terminator, how they took those two on board in terms of like revolutionizing media. And they created something as amazing as Avatar, which was the CGI world. So go back to here. See like pictures as well without CGI, with CGI. So that's how they first filmed it and when they edited it. So you can see like how much has been put into it in terms of remodeling the whole thing all together. It's kind of a few things you've got to keep in mind when you're doing your research. So that's basically everything that I managed to get into such a short PowerPoint. But if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. If not, then hopefully I've managed to squeeze everything in. All happy? Any questions? All good?
Thank you.